you would have N.W.A touring with De La Soul on the same
Dang.
show, or Kwame with Too Short. I mean, it was like they could coexist and people could love both sides of the coin at the same time, like myself.
Dang. Dang. And the thing that brought us all together was that when you performed on major places like Arsenio Hall or some David Letterman or whatever the hell may be, you had to curb your lyrics for radio edit. So why would you do different on my platform? All right. So I can invite D Smoke. I can invite, this card was different. Okay. And I don't think D Smoke's people understood why I was inviting him. I said, look, I don't want to see you as the next Nipsey Hussle. Okay, because you have all the elements to become that for Inglewood. I want you to have done a show with Public Enemy, X Clan, and some other conscious artists, and then other artists that are not positive in their promotion of themselves, and show people that, there was a common denominator at the end of the day, that respect must exist and generations must get along. Okay, that's why I invited him. I didn't invite him because you won Netflix contests and you speak Spanish and you got a different market. I already know where your management can take you. I wanted to make you a part of an historical situation of where generations came together to say, there has to be a higher thought in the game. I want to appease to your lyrical side of where you sit down and write and not coming off the top of your head with gutter. You have to sit down and compose in order to put Spanish in rap, because it doesn't rhyme like that. That language doesn't rhyme like English language rhymes like that. So you had to sit down and take the time out, dog, to really do some shit. So you're a composer. Regardless of whatever angle you take to do your music on, you're a composer. So I can respect the science and the craft. That's as far as I've been, Brother Soren. Okay? I'm not going to be, Megan Thee Stallion got something to say. Because you weren't built for that. You weren't built to come out here and say, the positive thing and da-da-da-da-da, and then drop your booty on the shit and sing your number one single. That's not what Red Pill is. And there's no disrespect for her. It's just that this is not built for that. Okay?
It's a different thing. That's all.
It's a different thing. Now, when you go on Music Time, you see that I have a boxing event from Ghana. And then I got a concert with Rick Ross and another artist live from Ghana. Okay? So Music Time is not built on just conscious. Red Pill and what Culture United is doing with recording is just conscious. But I have room for other situations, because usually I would cut my nose off my face trying to really smell what's cooking. So if I'm really doing business, I'm saying, I got room for people. Some people just don't want to let go of the gutter. Some people want violence and have to have it. So here you are. Here's your options. But over here, there's a vegan side of my situation. It's not just an option on the menu. I got a whole different Kentucky Fried Chicken type of situation for my vegan plate.
Right.
Okay. And it's all in the same mall set. So I'm not losing business anymore, because I've lost business for years, because I develop artists. And some of them are gangsters, some of them are this. I steer the gangsters more at reform than speaking about the problem. Now, if you're telling a story about something happening, that's whatever. But for you to be up here like, I'm the hardest gangster, I got the gun like this to your head and boom, and you're not going to do that in front of me. I'm not going. That doesn't need developing. That's just the back of your head from what you've seen or not seen. Okay, but when you talk about reform, that's different. Tell me something that will stop somebody that's going overboard with the gangbang. Tell them something before they hit the prison. Because once they hit that prison, that cycle continues over and over and over again until that shit becomes a Holiday Inn for them.
Absolutely.
So why wouldn't you want to build on reform? Tell me why. You like to see people behind bars? You like to be caged? Are you seriously telling me that as a human being? That's where I would have to get off the bus. If you would tell me, I just want to be gutter like that. I just want to talk about people dying and shooting and killing and smacking holes on the ass all day long and pouring champagne on my niggas' heads. Come on, man. Stop it. You embarrass blackness by doing that. You embarrass us. And this is me speaking to my people. You understand me? And this is me speaking to every human being in the world. Like, you should want where you come from to be strongest as possible. How could I hate on a white person to say, yo, man, I do have a privilege because I earned it. I sweat just like everybody else. I took death. You watch them Western shows and shit with people shooting each other head and trying to claim territory and shit. White people telling their story. When are you going to get powerful enough to tell your side of the story? Tell me the story of Black Wall Street. Why don't you open it up and tell me, just like somebody tells me a John Wayne story about some, Billy the Kid or some shit. Get your money up and tell the story. And stop waiting for someone to write a check to you to say, yo, come and tell your story. We're so intrigued. This is universal. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. 20 people can't hold hands and make a budget. But you can throw hands to throw boat ride and do all kind of foolishness and buying all kind of herb and all kind of stupid shit. You can't come together and say, yo, we want to do a movie. We're trying to raise 100,000. Bring 10, bring 5, bring whatever.
It's funny you say that because I was literally told my daughter this morning, it's not that you don't have money or the time, it's what you do with the money and time you have.
That's correct.
And that's
a powerful knowledge you're giving your seed, brother. And that's all I'm trying to transmit with this project. I'm not going to wait for Versus to invite me and Chuck to come and battle each other on their platform, take the bag and go home. Instead, I'm going to tell Chuck D to come, let's comrade, and bring some other people that were inspired by us to come and perform on a worldwide platform. And the people that bought our CDs, that buy our downloads to this day, whatever it is, will come and support us. That's what I hope.
So that leads me to another question, which I've always been so intrigued about with you in particular, is how come, given the reverence that at least I have and I've heard other people speak of you on, why did you not do more collaborations over the years? Appearing on, when I say that, I mean appearing on other people's projects more often, not on X Clan or Dark Sun Riders.
Very good question. That's a very good question. When I came into this, I learned the power of being exclusive, okay? And not spreading yourself too thin, okay? When you got a style or something that people admire, some people can bring you in to be the ass rag of the project. So if you're the top artist and you're saying, yo, X Clan is hot, I know I don't be talking about shit. Let me see if Brother Jay would bust a 16 and kind of clean my shit up a little bit. Okay? Because now the reference is being put to say, yo, this cat is the shit because I rhyme with them. Okay? That means I'm giving them the stamp. That's like Dre giving me his stamp and say, yo, man, if I fuck with something conscious, it would be him. This is the kind of shit. So that's a stamp. So I had to learn the power of that. I didn't know the power of that. Professor X taught me this. So if I came out as X Clan and I'm rhyming on everybody's shit, then I might as well just been a rapper dude. The message is exclusive. Okay? So where I put the message has to be an exclusive situation. That's how I saw it. It's nothing of a judgment of anyone. So I could have I did records with Wise Intelligent because Wise Intelligent is a comrade of what it is. Okay? I didn't do records with Ice Cube because Ice Cube was, trying to figure out where he was. If you want to be a bald head Nation of Islam, or you want to be Jerry Curl representing the West. So it was back and forth. So I couldn't go do a record because I don't know who I'm doing a record with. I've always wanted to do something with him. So now, with him with that document, okay, and saying, yo, Cube, you ain't did music in a minute. Let's go do something along the lines of Lethal Injection. Let's do something along the lines of such and such and such if your mind state is there. If you're trying to get 100,000 people on a document to say, yo, this is what we want. We want electorate power in America. Hell yeah, I'll do a record with you. Because now that's purpose. So where I'm getting at, it's not me choosing to be with an artist. It's like, what's the purpose of us getting together? Just to sound good? Or are we going to do a record that's going to say, yo, we just saved 20 whales? Or we just built the projects with the proceeds from the record, or whatever it is. I never see the purpose in doing things with other artists. Now, I broke that when I came back and did Return from Mecca. Because I'm saying to them now, the purpose is I'm building a brand with Suburban Noise. if I can show that people are out there that buy this kind of material, then I'll be Culture United Suburban Noise Records. So now the purpose is there. So Damian Marley got it. I said, my shit's called Culture United. Let's do the Culture United. He helped me do the record. Stephen Marley did the beat. Purpose. Otherwise, what are me and Damian coming together for? See my logic? So that way I don't lose the messenger value of what it is. Me and DJ Quick did the record together. Now I'm saying to DJ Quick, you're adding to the movement. You're showing that I'm not just having to get positive music makers or whatever. What would that be? I need a good producer. Period. DJ Quick, let's go. The R, let's go. All of Quazadelic, all the people that I had on there. Who did I have on there that was outstanding production wise? God damn it. Brain fart. The producer for MC8.
Slip Unknown.
Slip. God damn it, my man Slip. I haven't seen Slip in so long. But Slip came and produced on the project, which takes it out of the East Siders and MC8 and whatever else may be. I'm starting to get production like that. So what's the reason of us coming together? Because X-Clan has to step up in quality of production. So it's not just me doing a collabo. It's a purpose. That's why I didn't do a lot of stuff back then with other people, because everybody was just rapping. Everybody was just like, yo, I'm just rapping to be nice. I want people to hear my styles and all this other thing. And I'm like, yo, man, I want people to hear about this Day of Outrage. I wrote Day of Outrage the day it was happening, bro. I went right over to Brooklyn Bridge to INS Studios right there and laid that song completely off of my dome to the paper.
Wow.
I expressed myself. Put the big beat on. It was the easiest break that I could find that I love to death. I love Billy Squire. I put that break on, chopped it down, used the guitars in a place, and made that a hard hip hop rock jam, expressing what I just felt, because that vibration spoke the moment. It was raw. We just had 5,000 people stop the city at the Brooklyn Bridge. All of our elders, all our community saying nothing moves until we get justice. That's powerful, man. I want to give, who am I going to rhyme like that with in the 90s, bro? Sparse is the choices at that time of people that were really living a movement out and then putting out music at the same time. Paris, maybe, Chuck D, different people like that. And we'd be doing shows with them, which was enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning production at that time, but now that I know production, now I'm inviting people to my house saying, Tech Nine, come in here, let's do this song. Well, what are we going to talk about? Respect. Okay? How people disrespect you as the guy with paint on his face instead of the black artist that built his own independent empire.
Black Boy. There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
We did Black Boy. We did the Respect song. Respect was actually supposed to be with Eminem that I did on Return from Mecca. But his boy got shot at the time frame. Proof. Yes. And we couldn't do the record. And he went into a depression at the time. So that record was cut. And I said, Tech Nine is here. Why do I have to stop the record? Tech Nine goes through the same thing. Artists go through this, the respect of who they are versus what they want to paint for the artist. He wrote that verse instantly. It wasn't even a brainer. Now, when you have purpose, the song flows easier. Right. If you don't have purpose, you're sitting there like, what the hell are we going to talk about? And the record turns out whack.
Right.
Every time, just to be thorough on what you were asking.
No, absolutely. I appreciate it because it's something I've always been curious about. And how positively and negatively do you think that affected you?
It stopped me from rising in the game on the charts. That's it. Because if I did a song with KRS years ago, or Chuck D or whatever, and had it on the Clan album, whatever, it would have been that historical, oh shit, Public Enemy, X-Clan on one shit. You know what I'm saying? It would have been that. Me doing something with Genius of Wu. Time to Build on Dark Sun was supposed to be with me and Genius. And that would have been dope. He was on Geffen, I think, at the time.
So why didn't that happen?
Well, because I learned that being in a corporation, people will sell you a pencil for $50. Okay. So instead of you coming to say, yo, man, what's the feature? That can be like, yo, 10 G's for that 16 bars. And not to throw them under the bus or anything. It's just that's what you're supposed to do. If a big label, I didn't know Island was a big label. All I know is that I grew up there. So, you know, if I lived in a mansion, to me, it's just a house. I've always pulled up here and this is what it is. But people looking like, yo, I want you to come here. How much would you charge to take pictures in the backyard? Well, damn, that mansion, hey, $20,000 a picture. Where if I had a little crib, I'd be like, yo, man, I'll do it for free, man. Give me $20. So I didn't know corporate shit. So when I'm buying beats from people that I know, like, yo, give me a track, 50,000, 30,000. So I'm hearing numbers like, damn, this is what people charge, but this is what you're supposed to charge when you're in the game. So Brother Jay, I never did anything with anybody else. So I'm thinking like, yo, come on and get on the joint with me, man. I got a little budget. Let me throw you a G or two. And cats are like, nah, man, you want a feature from me? You diving into my market. You got to pay for my market. See, I didn't know this because I didn't do records with others.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So a lot of collabos didn't happen. I'm like, damn, if I wanted to get with all the people that I wanted on my album, I might as well just bought them a house or something or down payment on a crib or a car or something. So I said I could do it myself. And that gets, you know, that could be entertaining, but at the same time, you're not showing that you play well with others. And this game is not built like that. You got to show like, you know, Busta Rhymes, he's eternal because you did records with everybody under the sun. But at the same time, you're not rare. So people don't take you serious. Like they don't take Redman serious because you did so many records with other people. Your best record might have been you and Method Man or you and somebody else, but not on your project because you gave that lyrical gusto to everybody in the industry because that's why they called you. So you get a bunch of features and not really no kickback. And when you finally do yours, it's so exhausted from hearing you on everybody else's shit. They don't want to fuck with you. So It's been a saving grace for me not doing that because now it sounds good when you hear Brother J, Damian Marley or Brother J, Tech 9. Oh shit, that's different. Oh, you do play well with others. I didn't know that about
you. Yeah.
So now Red Pill. Brother Jay, what are you on stage with Chuck D and Soleil and such? What kind of performance is that? What kind of theme is that? And then you're talking about a series where you're inviting other people, you're mixing spoken word into this. I'm going to show them some real lyrics, bro. They don't know lyricism. When I call the monsters down, bro, when I like them, you know, Lord of the Rings, when they light the fires and tell people, yo, it's going down. When I light the fires and light it up, bro, it's really going to be an interesting situation, bro. You know, I can only speak as from what I know. I know my intention. I hope the universe lets me manifest this, but my intention is to really give a different showing. I'm not trying to be different just to be like, I'm not them. I'm not doing whatever. No, these are people you need to see. Okay. You need to see Self Scientific before Chase became a manager of ASAP. Okay. Right. If I can get him on here with Khalil and give me a little slot, I will let them see what the legend is about. Stop hearing it and thinking that Chase is 10 feet tall and got 8 fingers. Okay? See Chase. See him bust. See the music that y'all miss. Okay? You want to know what Krondon sound like before he became Black Lightning Man, the Kingpin, whatever the hell? You want to see what he busts like? I can get him to perform.
Yeah.
On a Red Pill.
Yeah, because that...
In the beginning, hip-hop was ruled by the East Coast. Then the West Coast rose to prominence thanks to gangster rap.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Hip-hop changed the world. Gangster rap changed the narrative.
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
And then changed the world again.
Cause I'll come and take your life away.
The history of gangster rap features unheard stories, unseen photos and documents, all with exclusive interviews from the founders and players who shaped gangster rap.
I think a real gangster rapper has to scare you a little bit.
The history of gangster rap written by veteran rap journalist Soren Baker. In stores now.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Quick. Be sure to pick up my homeboy Soren Baker's book, The History of Gangster Rap, if you really want to know what we do.